So the third level by Jack Finney. Jack Finney is the writer of this particular lesson, the third level. We will find out some background of this lesson as well as some discussion about vocabulary. Then only we will go to the lesson. The setting of the story. Where does this story takes place? Grand Central Station in New York. Grand Central Station is a railway station in New York. So Grand Central Station officially opened on February 2, 1913. So it is of this century. Officially it was opened in 1913. So it celebrated its 100th birthday this year. This year means this particular slide was prepared and it is available in the site. I have taken from there. So it is speaking about 2013. In 2013, it completed its 100th anniversary. In 1908, the excavation of Grand Central Station began in New York City. So the beginning of the excavation, the building of this station began in 1908 in New York City. Where is this Grand Central Station? It is in New York City. This is a view of balcony in Grand Central Station taken between 1913 and 1930. This is where the Apple Store is located today. Apple Store is a very famous Apple Store. Apple mobile store is located in Grand Central Station. We may not be able to go to New York right now, but you can have a view of the greatest station in the world, we can say. It is a view of the balcony of the Grand Central Station. This particular photo was taken between 1913 and 1930. So Apple Store is located in this particular building. This view, because why I am showing you this picture, because the Charlie gets into the third level through this Grand Central Station. This is a view of one of the many arched corridors in Grand Central Station taken in 1912. Arched view, you can see the arched view. The main character Charlie, the main protagonist, the main person in this particular lesson, walked down one of these corridors on this way to the third level. If you go to Calcutta or if you go to big cities or Bombay, anywhere, when you come out of the bus stand and the railway station, sometimes there are underground passages are there. Why these underground passages? Because when you come to the street, there will be lot of traffic. So through the underground, you can cross the street and sometimes you will be taken to half a kilometer away to your destination. So this is the purpose of this underground passage. So this underground passage is actually used by Charlie in order to enter the third level. The name of our lesson is third level and how he entered the third level. Another arched corridor, several arched corridors are there. The man in the black cloth is wearing a derby hat. Because the word derby hat is coming inside our lesson. What is a derby hat? You can see that person who is wearing that long overcoat. He has got a cap on his head. It is just like brims. It is having brims. So that is a derby hat. In the background to the left, you can find in the left side, you see more corridors and arches. In the left side, you can. Yes? Hello? Slide കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല.
First slide.
Okay, let me see then. 1 minute. Only first slide you are seeing. Ippa കാണാം. If you cannot see, just remind me. I am once again trying from the present slide. Okay. Can you see the second slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Third one?
Second.
Second കാണുന്ന Fourth one?
Second.
Okay, then I will do one thing. I'll show this way. Can you read now? Slide is slightly smaller, but I think you can see it. Okay. I was speaking about the Grand Central officially opened on February 2nd, 1913. So it celebrated its 100th birthday. That is in 2013. Can you see? Third slide. Shabri?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It is.
If you cannot see, you just tell me. 1908, the building of this Grand Central started. This is the view of the balcony in the Grand Central Station, which I told that this is the place where the Apple Store is situated. This view of the many arched corridor in Grand Central Station. So this is the view of many arched corridor in Grand Central Station. That means in the Grand Central Station there are a lot of arched corridors are there. If you are entering one corridor and turning into other, you find almost every corridor is same, identical. You may get missed. Even if you go several times, it is possible that sometimes you miss the place. The main character in the story is Charlie. He walked down one of those corridors, and this is the way the third level. So Charlie is the main character in this story. He is walking one of this kind of corridor, and one day what happened, as he was walking, he just entered into the third level. This one, this is another arched corridor. You can find a man standing there. The man who is standing there in black overcoat is wearing a derby hat. Look at this. We came up to here actually earlier. In the left side you can see a corridor. There is a man is standing there. Some men are standing on the other side. In this background to the left you can see corridor and arches. On the right you see the old ticket counter. It is here. Old ticket counters are here. This is the arched way through which people used to go out. An interesting feature of this picture is the ghostly feel of the people. It was taken in 1912. The people, when they are standing here, you see there is a man standing here just behind here. They appear like a ghost, you see. Appear like a ghost. This is one of the interesting feature. This particular picture was taken in 1912. This picture was taken in 1919, and it is an outside view of the terminal from Vanderbilt Avenue and 42nd Street. This is where Charlie entered the station in the story. So when you are looking from outside, you can find that Grand Central appears like this only. So this particular photo was taken in 1919. It was taken from Vanderbilt Avenue, name of a street. And then this is outside view. You can see this picture shows the railway engines of the 20th century. Nowadays we do have a train engines just like this. Electric trains are there. Metro North commuter. Commuter means the people who are just coming every morning and return in their home after the work. Commuter, the people who just travel from their home, attend their office, and they return to their house. Arrive at New York's Grand Central Terminal on January 11, 1996. So just to have a view about what is this Grand central. Even today, what is the situation? See this clock, it is very important. The clock above the Grand Central Terminal information booth, just above the information booth. When you go to the railway station, you can find information counter. In front, above the information counter, there is a clock is there. That clock is 100 years old, more than 100 years old. Even after that, even today, it is showing the correct time. The world's largest terminal covers 49 acres. So, it's a very big building, 33 miles of track, 70,000 people pass through the terminal every day and it operates 700 trains per day. So, we can understand that Grand Central is a very busy place. You see, members of the National Guard watch commuters, the passengers who are coming, they have been watched by the members of the National Guard. A person is standing there with the gun in his hand. As they walk through the main concourse passage on January 2015-2013, when they are celebrating their 100th birthday, installation day of the building, a guard is standing there. See here, this is another feature. The images on the ceiling of the main concourse depict the constellation and are made of gold leaf. So on top of that roof, you can find some stars are there, and the leaves which you see in the picture, if you look very clearly, you can see they are all made of gold leaf. This photo shows the construction of a new line that will open connecting the Long Island Railroad with a new concourse underneath Grand Central Terminal, which means that from the Grand Central Terminal, from that railway station, several passages are there, and they are building a new passage which will connect the Grand Central with the railroad, the Long Island Road with the new course, which will just take them to other destination underneath Grand Central Terminal. Underground passage on. Now come to some vocabulary items, because these are the words which you should remember when you are going through the passage. We will read the passage and I will explain, because if I leave this passage to you, you may not be able to understand. There are a lot of confusions which arise in the mind of the children. Now the vocabulary for the third level. The first one, psychiatrist. It is a noun. We know that psychiatrist means a medical doctor specialized in illness of the mind. Those people who are not having strong mind is fluctuating, or a person who is not happy. It is not a physical illness, it is illness of the mind. We ask that you should go to a counselor. He said, why do we go to counselor? We have a problem in our mind. Because of that, we are not able to concentrate. We are not able to be happy. It is disturbing us. So, a person who is treating the illness of the mind is known as psychiatrist. It doesn't mean that mad people, ഭ്രാന്തന്മാരെ ചികിത്സിക്കുന്ന ആളാണ് സൈക്കാട്രിസ്റ്റ് എന്ന് തെറ്റിദ്ധരിക്കരുത്. Because we need health for the mind, we need health for the body also. People will visit a psychiatrist to get help with their emotional problems. When people are having emotional imbalances, some people are very unhappy, some people are always crying, not able to concentrate in studies, they visit a psychiatrist. So a psychiatrist normally gives counseling. They are not, their medicines are very less only. Normally they give counseling. Now another word that will come in this particular lesson is arched. It is an adjective. Arched means carved. ഈ വട്ടത്തിൽ വളഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന മോൾ കാണാം. You see that shape of arched door. There are many arched doorways or passages in the old churches of Europe. You can find in the churches also, you can find arches, and also we can find in the Grand Central, there are a lot of arched doorways are there. This is another word that we come across in this lesson. Spittoons. It is a jar-like container into which people would spit. Tuppanayittu ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന container. You can find that in the house if you are going to grandfather, grandmother, or sick people, or if you go to hospital, the sick person who is not able to walk and go to the bathroom for spitting and all that, they keep a container. In olden times, what happened? People used to have brass spittoons, especially for the old people. They will keep that one just under the bed. അവർ കിടക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ അടിയിൽ തന്നെ വെക്കും. എന്നിട്ട് when they want to spit, they will spit. Why they wanted to spit so much? Because in the olden times, people used to use tobacco and other things in their mouth. The modern generation are not fond of tobacco. So they have to spit every now and then. മുറുക്കാൻ കഴിച്ചിട്ട് തുപ്പേണ്ടതായിട്ട് വരും. അല്ലെങ്കിലും old people, they keep on spitting. Otherwise, wherever they sleep, they will simply spit. There were spittoons in Grand Central, but they do not exist today. So there were spittoons in Grand Central, but nowadays it is not existing. Why it is not existing in Grand Central spittoons? Because it is a 21st century. The people of the 21st century doesn't go on spitting here and there. We know that nowadays even spitting in the public place is actually a punishable offense. It will invite sickness. If you go to cinema theater, you can find that on the walls of the theater people have just spit and made dirtied. In Kerala you don't find that much, but if you go to the area where people have got the habit of eating pan എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ പറയുക, മുറിക്കാൻ കഴിക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ, വിറ്റിൽ കഴിക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ. If you go to West Bengal, if you go to places like that, people mostly eat this. Khasi Hills, Meghalaya. I remember going to the theater in Meghalaya. If you go there, you cannot lean anywhere. You can sit in the chair, but if you lean anywhere, your complete dress will get red, because what they do is that wherever they sit, they start spitting on the walls. And in those theaters, every stairs or every corners, every step that you go up, after 2-3 steps, they are keeping a spittoon there. Inside the spittoon, they will fill with the dust of the wood. That means arakapudi ittu vekum, and people can spit there. But in spite of that, people keep on spitting. So what I am trying to say is that in the Grand Central, nowadays spittoons are not there, but in those days, in 1800 something, എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പഴയ സെഞ്ചുറിയിൽ, previous century, we are in the 21st century, 19th, 20th or 19th century, we can say spittoons were kept. Earlier I told you derby hat. This is a site of a derby hat. We will come across men in the third level are actually wearing derby hat. Derby hat is an old-fashioned hat used by men in the past. Derby hats were considered very fashionable in the beginning. This is another expression used there. Leg of mutton sleeves. It was very difficult for the children to understand what is this leg of mutton sleeves. You look at the picture here. The hand of this lady appear like a leg of a mutton. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? കൈയുടെ കഷത്തിൻ്റെ ആ ഭാഗം ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും വണ്ണം കൂടി വരുന്നു, കൈക്ക് വണ്ണം കൂടി വരുന്നു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ഡ്രസ്സിന് വണ്ണം കൂടി വരുന്നു, അടിയിലേക്ക് വരുമ്പം വണ്ണം കുറഞ്ഞു വരുന്നു. So it appears like a leg of a mutton. So leg of a mutton sleeve that puff out toward the shoulder. Puff out towards the shoulder എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഷോൾഡറിന്റെ അടുത്ത് എത്തുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും വലുതായി വരുന്നു. A leg of a mutton sleeve needs a lot of fabric to make. അതുണ്ടാക്കാനായിട്ട് കൂടുതൽ തുണി വേണം. Now another currency. Currency means money. We know today's currency is different from what was used in the past. So today's currency, of course, in our Indian currency, we have the picture of Mahatma Gandhi. Old currency is different because on those currency there were pictures of the kings and other people. who rule the country in India, in foreign countries, their own leaders or people's photos. So these are pictures of some of the currency. Premium. Premium is another noun or word that we come across in this lesson. It is an additional charge or cost. I will explain what is this additional charge. You have got 2,000 rupees in your hand. You went to the fish market. Nowadays people hesitate to go to the fish market because of Corona. But even then, I am giving you an example. You go to the fish market. In the fish market or you are going to the vegetable market. People are not having change there in the vegetable market sometime. When you purchase 20 rupees vegetable, and if you give 2,000 rupees, they will say that you give us change. But what to do? You don't have the change with you. But in such markets in olden times, normally we used to find that people will be sitting there with the changes. ചേഞ്ചുകൾ നിരത്തി വെച്ച ഒരാൾ അവിടെ ഇരിക്കും. If you give a currency like this, they will give us a change. 2,000 rupees exchange ചെയ്ത് അതിന് 100 അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 500 അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 10 rupees, 50 rupees അങ്ങനെ ചേഞ്ച് തന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ he will take a commission. That commission is known as premium. So that commission is the premium. What is the premium here referred to? The 20th century currency is exchanged for the 19th century currency. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു പ്രീമിയം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ the value of money nowadays reduced. The olden time money had more value. We could purchase a cup of tea with 20 paisa. But today the cost of a tea is 10 rupees minimum, I believe. There are places where the tea is more costlier. I remember going to utility building in Bangalore, 24-story building. On top of that 24-story building, on top, at the topmost floor, there is a cafe is there. In that cafe, you can go by the lift, you have a cup of coffee. I remember around 20 years before, I paid 50 rupees for a cup of tea over there. So, some places tea is more costly. So some customers are reluctant to pay a premium for organic fruit. Organic fruit. This is an example which is given, nothing to do with the lesson. Organic fruit നമുക്കറിയാം പച്ചക്കറികൾ, organic manure ഉപയോഗിച്ചുണ്ടാക്കിയ vegetables. Those things are sold in a separate shop. And if you go and purchase an organic fruit or vegetable from that shop, then for example, you are purchasing a organic fruit apple from that shop, it may be 250 rupees. From other shop, ordinary apples you can get for 100 rupees, 60 rupees, 80 rupees. So this is just simply an example. Premium means exchange value or additional amount paid. Now Jack Finney is the writer. Jack Finney, in his older years, he appears like this. I'll പ്രായം ചെന്നപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ്. His famous book written by Jack Finney is The Body Snatchers. അതാണ് ബുക്കിന്റെ പേര്. Charlie wanted to go to a place in this particular lesson, that is Galesburg, Illinois. This is a place where Sam has gone. So അതിൻ്റെ മാപ്പാണ് ഇവിടെ കാണിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. Galesburg. Welcome to Galesburg. You can see the scenery over here. It's a countryside. People enjoy there. You have fresh air. There is no disease. Everything is very smooth. People are more friendly. People have time to sit outside their house in the evening along with their neighbors and have a cup of tea and chat. But nowadays, in the modern society, in the 21st or 20th century, we find that people returning from their work at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they even work at night. You can find that software engineers, computer field workers, sometimes they are working in the night shift also. So nowadays people don't have time, but this scene just suggests that it's a countryside. That means people who are living in the city, always they have got a longing to go back to the countryside. Countryside is always pleasant. It is giving you more happiness, more health and satisfaction. Train which is going to Galesburg. Houses. There are description about houses. You see outside the house there is, instead of this hose, nowadays you can find a cars only, but it's the olden time people used to have a hose. Plenty of space in front of the house. Nowadays people make house within 3 cents. There is no space absolutely. Fish market. How the scenery has changed today.